Well, it's changed quite a few times. It was Team Champion, now it's Team Post-it, so I think we're going to do a combo by the end of the team, and by the end of the project, it'll probably be a combo.
And why on earth do we call it Team Post-it?
Because we love our Post-its. From Ron Gager, that was the best exercise I felt, and I think our team would agree that it was the best exercise thus far of getting organized and getting scope and really working through something with the use of Post-it notes.
First and foremost, the people, the relationships. I've learned so much from each and every unique individual. That's been really excellent, and just being able to practice clear communication. And
I joined Roaring Fork Leadership because I wanted to meet a diverse group of people in the Valley. I wanted to get a chance to work on some project that would benefit the community. And what I didn't know as much when I got into it was that you would get the opportunity to work on your own personal growth, and that has been more of a surprise, but also a really good one.
How, in what way?
The focus, I guess I would call it, of Roaring Fork Leadership is that you have to be a leader of yourself before you can lead others. And so that was a good way to start, because it's true that you have to be in control of your own life and your own direction.
And what did you learn about being a leader on this team?
It was really good to go through the process and know that you had chances to reflect on what was going right, what was going wrong, and that it was safe to do so, and that you could just think, well, that didn't go as well as it could have, I didn't do as good of a job as I could have, but that's okay, because this is about learning.
I've learned that I do not know everything, and I'm not always right. There's a lot of smart people in this world. In our team, we've got a collective group of very intelligent people with great ideas, and I've got the creativity of a box of rocks, and so when you put creative people, all these creative people in one room, boy, I tell you what, it's the dynamics in there are great. I've learned that in leading a team is that there's different personalities in the team, and different stages in life, and everybody has something different going on and different priorities, and sometimes those can present themselves as advantages, and sometimes they're challenges, and you just have to make the best of it and utilize people's strengths, and don't worry about the weaknesses. Utilize people's strengths and move forward. And, the other thing I learned is that I've got to have patience. As much as I want to be right, I'm not always right, and so I've got to have patience and listen to others, listen to others' ideas, and have faith that everything will work out if you work well as a team.
besides the people, I think acting with integrity, being your word, and clearly communicating with others, I'd say.
I've learned a lot about being a leader through being on this team. We've got a lot of different strong leadership types, and really being able to watch other people in the context of leadership, I've learned where maybe I'm weak and I can learn from other people, and that's been great.
What's your biggest takeaway?
I've learned that the most important part of leading a group is communication. It's important to understand not everyone's going to agree, but if you show each individual that you've listened and you understand their point of view, you're more likely to get their buy-in, and that will facilitate the consensus building process.
What do you think the team experience was like?
I think it was great. I was very lucky that we had such a great team with a good dynamic. We really all got along, and we all were willing to learn from each other and grow with one another, and I think that it definitely helped our dynamics, and to have those different personalities and have the strong personalities that we've had, and you can see the growth. And the best part for me was the safety of our group, our willingness to have a safe zone that we could speak freely to one another, and be okay with it?
My biggest takeaway is probably trust.
I think just acting with more integrity, or you know, you are your word. That's what Jonathan Clark said, and so in everything I do, I try to keep myself accountable to that.
And what'd you get out of the whole thing, Roaring Fork Leadership?
Gosh, so many things that there's so many unique people out there to connect to, and that, you know, multiple minds put together are more valuable than one, and yeah.
What's the experience been like for you?
Oh, excellent. Just wonderful. It's been great. It's been really valuable, and I feel fortunate to participate.
I've learned that my personal leadership style involves reaching out to each individual, that I enjoy bringing people together, and how challenging that can be, boy, when informed, intelligent people have opposing points of view.
Have you had any fun?
A lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. I haven't finished my beer yet, but we're...
What have I learned? Well, over and over again, I learn in life that timing is everything. I can't tell you how important it has been in this project and many other projects that I've been involved with. Timing seems to be the thing that creates momentum. And momentum is what drives us toward our goal and our success. And just as an example, when Britta first came in and she said, hey, we've got this idea. It's going to be the first ever free Aspen Ideas Fest Block Festival, block party. Would anybody like to do it? Well, time was of the essence, and our team scrambled together when we maneuvered around, and we didn't know what this was going to be, but we made the decision in that time to stake our claim. And we think we got the best project. And even though it may go a little bit long into the summer, everybody's committed to that. So that was perfect timing. And it's the first event, so it's very important that it be good, and we've all taken that, and we've got a lot of dedication aimed toward that. Another example of, I think, remarkable timing is in our first meeting with the City Parks Department, who is a major stakeholder for us, because we have to have a park to create our event. We walked in and we said, we'd like to do this in one of your parks on July 1st. And Jeff Woods, the head of the Parks Department, said, wow, perfect timing. This is great timing because we want to dedicate the brand new John Denver Sanctuary Garden on July 1st, right next to Rio Grande Park. So maybe if you guys did your thing, we could have some cross synergy, and that really has worked for us. That timing alone opened up the entire Parks Department to us, and the permitting process has been easier. And even now, several weeks later, Jeff gave us a $1,500 credit for we don't have to pay the park permit fee as a result of this relationship, and also just his enthusiasm for our project. So the timing was perfect. So if I were going to say what I've learned about leadership with the group, I think of it like, it's kind of like the conductor of a symphony. And if you think about it, the leader, the conductor, brings the symphony together, and when everybody's on the right beat, everything flows, it sounds beautiful, it's harmonious. When any one of us gets off the beat, we have to stop, regroup, get the momentum going again, and start over. So for me, it's been very noticeable about how important that is, and when everybody's moving the same direction, how it creates momentum. And I think it'll help our event be successful. Now, what have I learned? Oh my gosh, so much. I mean, I've learned so much from the team members around me, these hugely talented people, and I've enjoyed every second of it. I've learned that I love team. I love to be on a team. I love to create, I love to produce, I love to promote, and I've had the time of my life, and I think right now we're probably out of time. So thanks everybody, it's been an amazing journey on this team, and I think everybody's had a great time. And come July 1st to the first ever Aspen Ideas Fest block party. We'll be there. See you then.
The block party is going to be unbelievable. I cannot believe the energy and the commitment that this group of 7 people is dedicated to it. It's amazing to see their fortitude and how they have, time and time again, with some very real setbacks, have overcome some adversity and are continued to focus on this goal. And I think that their vision is going to drive this thing to be a great event, coupled with the fact that it is put on by the Aspen Ideas Festival, and during a time in Aspen over just prior to 4th of July. It's going to be really amazing. I look forward to being there and seeing how this thing comes off, and this could be, and I think it will be, a long-lasting event within the community. We were born